What is going on, everybody? It's Semi-Original Guy, aka Mr. Ken from Advances by Web, bringing you another replay. But today, it's me. I know, crazy stuff. You hardly ever see me play anymore, but today you're gonna see me play. So, if you like the content, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not already, it does help to boost the channel. Now, today it is me, Mr. Ken, playing against another player named Radiata. Radiata, indeed. Now, this match was played ages ago. I am talking like long time ago. Alright, this has been sitting in my replay viewer for a very long time. It is all the way at the bottom, almost. Second last from the bottom. But, like I said, I was sitting on it, thinking about doing a replay on it. Not quite, hasn't quite been the time, but I think today is good. Because I think it is really important that people understand patience in Advances by Web. Now, what do I mean by patience? I mean taking your time and really thinking it out, folks. Really thinking it out. So, hopefully today's replay will show you just why that can be a very good thing. And you should definitely implement it in your strategies in Advances by Web. So, without further ado, we're just going to jump into it. We are going to see what goes down here. Now, Mr. Cannon playing as Pink today. Pink Cosmos, I believe. Is that what it's called? Pink Cosmos. Yeah, we're going to be Pink Cosmos today. And we're playing against the Penguins, folks. We're playing against the Penguins. Because that's just how it goes today. Alright, so I picked Olaf. My opponent picked Max. You all know Olaf and Max, I don't think we really need to get into it, One of them makes it snow. One of them likes to beat people up. That's all you need, folks. That's all you need indeed. Alright, let's get into it here. Pink Cosmos, me in the bottom, making my standard infantry builds. That's what it's all about, folks. Gotta get the infantry on the field. As soon as you get an infantry on the field, you basically won the game. I mean, that's all you need. That's all you need. Now, the neat thing about this map is, you have to cap that property for sure. That's super important. You gotta get the base right away, folks. Now, I've been watching a bunch of live streams of Advance Wars Reboot Camp, and I've seen a lot of people forget to cap their cities, or cap their bases, folks. Make sure you cap those bases. Priority numero uno, as they say. Alright, getting up, capping those bases. And we can see, just standard infantry builds moving around, capping the bases. Yada yada yada, nothing out of the ordinary. Now, this map is like super odd, in my opinion. I mean, it's not really that odd, but it's kind of it gets pretty dicey, folks. It gets pretty dicey, mainly because of these cities right here are insanely contested, And one side, weak side by the HQ, the other side, strong side. Pushing down here. Things can get pretty risky pretty quick. And, lo and behold, we got a Max building a tank. So, I mean, that's very standard, You expect Max to be pumping out the tanks. You gotta get those tanks out there if you're Max. If you build an artillery, you're probably not playing Max the correct way. Alright, so I also built a tank. Because, gotta get tanks. Tanks are where it's at. You just gotta build more tanks, and you're good. Basically, if you don't know what to build, just build a tank. You can't really go wrong with the tank. Alright, so what else do we got going? So it looks like Radiata, the Max player, has pushed very, very far into my side here and is capping this city and already defended this side. And I haven't even pushed up there yet, and I'm kind of thinking to myself, did I make a mistake? Yeah, I think I made a mistake. Because really what you want to do, I think, on this side is you want to push an infantry up here like right away to try to cap that property because of how contested it is. So yeah, you should have did that, maybe, Mr. Cannon, but you know what? Live and learn, folks. Live and learn. Alright, so I build tank on the weak side, send my tank up. Yada yada yada. It's all happening, folks. It's what's happening. Now, this tank goes all the way down on my HQ, which is like, you might think it's overextending, but this is actually a pretty strong position. Now, what it does is it actually denies me the ability to sit on my HQ, which is pretty unfortunate. And, that's pretty much it. You don't really want to attack this guy, because it's a max tank on an HQ, so it's 40% defense and 120% firepower. So, nope. Don't want that to happen. That's for sure. Alrighty. So, and then you see all the infantry going down here. You know, Radiata is playing very aggressively. You know, we got the infantry pushing down. Built a tank on the weak side, counter my tank that's coming up here. So this tank actually will not be able to interrupt this guy or even attack him, because this tank is in a perfect position to actually launch a vicious counterattack. So, sit and duck right there. So you can't really put it in. Sit and duck. It's a penguin, but penguins aren't ducks, but they're kind of like ducks because they got beaks. Who would have thought? Alright, so what do I do to counter this? I don't really do much. I just kind of like put my tank on a city, build another tank. Hopefully I'm gonna try to go for a little double hit there. It's not going to be able to be a KO, unfortunately. Because this map is actually, I believe this map is lacking comm towers. We don't have any comm towers on this map. So, yeah, well, that's a thing. So I actually moved off of my city and moved down here. I can't really remember the reason why. I think it's because I didn't want him to attack me, and then I was thinking I can't double hit him, so I don't know. Hindsight, you know? Hindsight. You never really quite know why you do things in the moment sometimes. But this tank is like zipping out of here, and now he's all the way over here threatening my infantry. So I'm like, oh boy, that's questionable. That is questionable. This guy, he's questioning his entire existence right now. You know, he might have the flowing, beautiful hair of a god, but, you know, he's questioning things. That's for sure. Definitely questioning things. Alright, that's okay. So we can see Radiata has a lot of map control right now. We got infantry pushed out here. Pretty much no way that I'm going to get that. This is pretty good. I can't interrupt that. I could go up here and attempt to cap this, but it's not looking very good. Not looking very good. So I take my spot on my HQ, and I kind of just push up, form a little line, you know. I'm thinking, okay, so this is pretty much lost already, right? It's lost. It's like, no, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen, Mr. Old Bearded Olaf, friend of the North. But, you know, I might be able to at least form a nice defensive line. So we won't be able to, like, push up and get my HQ. Hopefully. Cross fingers. Alright, so carrying on, you know. So this side's not looking too bad, although I'm having a little bit of difficulty pushing up here because of the threat of this tank, and there's 2 infantry here. And even though I got, like, a lot of infantry, I'm like, well, those are 2 penguins, and I mean, we all know how savage penguins can be. I mean, penguins just want to just cause violence and carnage everywhere they go. So you don't really want to mess with penguins too much. They will bite. They will bite indeed. So this tank moves all the way on this city, so I'm not going to be able to cap that now. So I'm like, oh, that's unfortunate. Very unfortunate indeed. You don't really want that to happen, but I mean, it happened, you know. It's like, it's not really much you can do about it. You just have to, you know, readjust your strategy and keep going, keep pushing forward. But I'm able to build artillery, which Max is not able to do. So that's pretty good. I mean, Max can build artillery, but losing the 1 range, you know, it's not like a great thing. Not a great thing indeed. So what do? I sort of readjust myself, form a nice little line here, using the terrain, using the mountain as cover, and sort of do the same thing over here. Build this artillery, so it's zoning out this area right here. So these infantry aren't going to be able to push up. This is zoning out here, so this guy's not going to be able to sit there for very much longer without, like, you know, immediate threat. Immediate danger. So he's going to have to move. But, I mean, the problem right now is, like, I only have 16 properties, and my opponent's got, like, 21, right? And that's a pretty hefty difference, you know? That's, like, 5,000 difference. And that's not, like, very good. It's not very good indeed. So, you know, you really don't want to be in the situations that old semi-original guy, aka Mr. Cannon, happens to put himself in sometimes. Because, you know, it's not a winning situation indeed. No, you definitely want to not allow yourself to be put in these situations. So I sort of go up. I'm attempting to get this. I block it off with a lot of infantry. Put my artillery right here so that this guy is forced to move. And I'm pretty much thinking, like, you know, okay, so if he decides to go up and interrupt it, maybe take it out, you know, I might be able to counterattack a little bit. If the infantry move up, I will be able to take out the infantry in a counterattack. If the tanks move up, I have 2 tanks primed and ready to go to be able to attack that. But he does this tank over here and this tank over here, which could easily front switch to this side and over here. So that would leave me at a 2 tank to 4 tank deficit, with this side over here not able to push up at all into this, because that's a lot of penguins, folks. Like, you see this, that's the Great Wall of Penguins. So no, you don't want to be pushing up into that. Not without a plan, right? And he built a battlecopter, so I'm forced to build a battlecopter because I don't really want to build anti-air, because I need the units, you know? I gotta get the units out because, I mean, let's face it, 21 to 16,000 is not a very good place to be. Not a good place to be, folks. Alright, so he's decided to push up. Now, as you can see, he managed to take out 1 of my pink soldiers, 2 of my pink soldiers, and he's going in for, no, he's not going in yet. So he decides to go in for a attack instead of doing a capture, which is, like, not a bad idea. I mean, you do more damage. If you manage to actually just take out the force that's guarding the HQ, well, then you can cap the HQ, right? It's not like rocket science or anything. It's like, if there's no units there, then you can't defend the HQ, right? If you just kind of blindly went in for a cap, I mean, these guys would have been able to counter. It wouldn't have been an issue. And then, like, you know, the only saving grace there is, like, I would have only been able to counter with 1 guy right here. Like, the artillery would be forced to attack, and then this guy would have to attack too. Now, he might be able to go over here on mountain and attack, leaving this guy open for an artillery fire, and this guy open for a double tank hit. And this guy, he's probably going to get hit by a battlecopter, if I'm being completely honest, if he doesn't move. So we'll see where he moves. Alright, so he shifts over here, right? So that's a good plan. A good plan indeed. I mean, it gets him out of the way, that's for sure. Now he's got 5 tanks down here, and I'm not feeling very good, you know. I'm not feeling, like, too hot. Like, Mr. Cannon, you know, he's feeling a little bit intimidating. He's got the magic number right now, which is 21. So that means, like, as long as he doesn't have to, like, you know, get any repairs, he's guaranteed 3 tanks a turn. Sorry, I'm saying he. I think this might actually be a she. So she's actually guaranteed, like, 3 tanks a turn. So very dangerous stuff. Okay, so anyway, so it's my turn. So I just got hit by this, like, massive wave of destruction in the form of a cute penguin. So I'm not feeling too hot, right? So I go in and take a shot at this guy, and I'm like, okay, well, I can get, like, 1 tank down, you know, that's not bad. I can take out an infantry. I can use this guy to do this, and that's pretty good. And I can use this guy to do that, which is also pretty good. You know, I get a nice little double hit there. I'll be able to at least follow up on 1 of those. Move my tank or infantry right here, just as a blocker, right? So I guess that's what my plan was. I'm not really bothering attacking this tank because, well, it's got a lot of stuff there, right? I mean, I gotta injure the infantry because the immediate threat right here is HQ cap. So you don't want to have a lot of healthy infantry over by your HQ. Bare minimum, you want to at least do some damage to those infantry. You know, you don't really want to leave them around. So I do build my anti-air here. I'm still sitting at 16,000 funds. Haven't been able to flip a single property. You know, it's not feeling too hot about that. No, this is good. So he does a double, takes out my blocker, but he blocks off the artillery, which is kind of unfortunate because that would have been a really good shot for a tank. You know? Would have been a really good shot for a tank. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The only tank that was in position would be this one, right? So he might be able to take out this tank, though, which is, you know, kind of bad. Ooh, nice little counterattack by my little pink soldier there. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. He's getting it done. He's getting it done for us. That's how you do it. But, oh, no, that's not good. So he pops a max blast. This actually would have made it so his unit would have been in position to attack the artillery. Still might be able to, because he might be able to get a double. I don't think so. He definitely would be able to kill this guy. Is he gonna get... Oh, no. Oh, God. Ooh, that's dicey. Oh, yeah, he just goes in on the other side to cap. And this is gonna allow him to go in and, like, get the HQ cap, which is, like, not great. I mean, that's a full infantry cap in my HQ right now. That's like, oh, boy. And he's bringing the battlecopter over here just to double it up, which is, like, not good. That is not what I want to happen right now. Not what I want to happen. Then he brings all his other guys over here. So he's like going full Sin City over here. She's going full Sin City. Apologies. They are going full Sin City over here. Alright, so like... oh boy. So, it's like, what do you do in this situation, right? You're down 7 units. Like, almost 20k value. And 5k properties. And you're kind of just... You're getting cold, essentially, is what happens. You're getting pretty cold right now. And you got a big winter jacket on, you got a hat on, you got a big beard, you know. You got all the tools you need to be warm, but you're just feeling cold. And it's not a good feeling, you know? So, use the artillery. Hit this guy, because, like, that's problem number 1 right there. You gotta take care of that. So I used the battlecopter, attack this guy. This is still like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is still in position to actually hit me, which is not super good. But, you know, at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of out of options. I really need to do something. And I was really bummed when I didn't get the full kill here, which puts me in a very dangerous situation because now fresh infantry would be able to join cap with that, and then it's like 9 points until you know, the end of the game. So, scary place to be in, folks. So I use this tank to do some damage against that guy. So that's okay. You know, I'm feeling pretty good about that. I'm like, ha! Take that. That's what I'm talking about. Pink will reign supreme today. Now, he just did a front shift, but I have these units here, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, well, you know, I don't really want to shove these guys over here, because what I'm thinking would happen, right, if I took this army and let's say put it down here to sort of assist with this, I'm feeling like these guys are just gonna push in here and destroy all these guys, right? And I need this front to be doing something. You know, I need it to be doing something. It's got to get something done, right? So I try to cap these 2 properties. Not feeling like super good about capping them, but I got a nice little defense going with the artillery right now, so it's not too bad. You know, I'm pretty close to Winter Fury. Not too far. Ooh, I don't know what just got. Oh yeah, the battlecopter got hit. Yeah, as you can see, that live charge right there. That's quite a bit of charge. All right, tanks are rolling in. No. Yeah, that's terrible. That's what you don't want to happen to. And I'm pretty sure that I just screwed up there. I didn't really account for the tanks pushing through, right? So unfortunately, I lost the anti-air. But, I mean, it's not like the worst thing in the world, because what it really does is it makes it so this artillery didn't get hit. And the artillery is the real MVP here. Now, you want to keep the artillery alive. That's, like, number 1. That's number 1, because that's the saving grace right here. It's like, as long as I have an artillery, I will be able to at least sort of prevent this. So, that's where it's at. That's where it's at, right? But these guys, like, they just keep pushing forward. He's got another battlecopter, he's got an anti-air, he's got 2 tanks here, and he pushes all his tanks in here. So this side is, like, incredibly outnumbered right now. The only thing I can do on this side is, like, build a battlecopter, build a tank, or an anti-air, and, like, try to hold him back. But I only got 16,000 funds, folks. You know? It's not enough. Not enough. I might be able to build a tank and a battlecopter, but then I wouldn't be able to build anything on this side. So I'm very, very limited in what I'm able to build. And that is a problem. But I do pop the Winter Fury, right? So it's day 13. I pop the Winter Fury, do a lot of damage to all the units. Bring it down. Bring it down a little bit. This is where the patience comes in, though. So I capped 2 properties. Now I'm sitting at 18. He's sitting at... She sitting at 20. So that's not bad, you know? That is a lot better than like 21 and 16. Now we're only 2k difference. So that's not too bad. These battlecopters are not going to be able to hit anything this time. So they are very far away. So that's good. And I stopped the cap. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, yes, stop the cap. Important. Number 1, stop the cap. Number 2, win. That's how you do it, folks. Alright, so bring one tank over here. I gotta really start doing damage to these tanks because it is very threatening, right? So, bring the tanks in, attack an infantry, and I'm just trying to do as much damage as I can. Do a nice little luck roll. Nice luck roll. Classic luck roll right there, folks. Classic luck. That's how you do it. Alright, so I don't really have a lot of money. I don't really have a lot of money. But I saved 5,000 funds from the other turn, so I was able to buy my anti-air, I was able to buy my battlecopter, and I got my 2 infantry. So our unit count is okay. Unit count's okay. Now Max has to fight in the snow. So now he's the one. Max, right there. He. Feeling cold. Feeling the pressure now. Because now, they pushed up like quite a bit. You know, they tried to get the HQ. Impatience. Tried to get the HQ. Wasn't able to get the HQ. Now, they do push up. Do a little bit of damage over here. Continue the assault. Unfortunately, take out my beautiful artillery. It's gone. Rest in peace, folks. Rest in peace. It was good artillery. You know, it did a lot of value. It got exactly what it needed to do done. So, Godspeed. Alright. Continue on. Now, Max's tanks are still pushing in, still doing damage here. So, that's very dangerous stuff. And he's got me sort of blocked off here, too, which is like, not great. Not great at all. They got me very blocked off. Not liking that. Not liking that. And they got a max force next turn, too, which is like super sweet. Because even if they have a bunch of injured units, those injured units with max blast or max force, still going to be able to, like, you know, do even trades with full HP units. But I'm a patient man, you know? I'm a patient man. I just pull back a little bit, start a line, still using this artillery as, like, a deterrent, right? They could attack the front row, but they can't attack the second row. So, you know, you can attack the injured units, but you can't attack the ones in the back. So, yeah, win the one-on-one trade. That's what you like to see, folks. And do a nice little cleanup job here. So now we got a big open area right here, which is very nice. Now, Mr. Cannon is the one sitting at 26,000 funds. I mean 26 units. I know, good stuff. But we got a max force, right? It's day 14 max force. We got lots and lots of units. Let's see what happens with this max force, right? Boom, 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 boom. Just going in for that brutal attack right there, pushing the units up, really securing that HQ, right? So they are primed on that HQ. They want that HQ. They're like, oh, give me the HQ. And I got it. You got any more of that HQ? You got any more of that HQ, folks? Yeah, they want that HQ. That is for sure. And they did a lot of damage to me, right? That's like a hefty amount of damage. Unfortunately, I have battlecopters here. The only thing they really have to contend with the battlecopter is this guy right here, Mr. Anti-Air. They do have a 7 HP battlecopter here, but Mr. Anti-Air, that's the one. That is the guy. So the goal of this turn right now is to take out that guy and hold this area. That's all you need to do. You know, we got battlecopters coming in, we got tanks coming in. Oh no. Ah! Yeah, like I was saying, battlecopters coming in, tanks coming in, infantry coming in, everything is coming in. It's cold outside, folks. Stay warm. Alright, so to do a few attacks, really was hoping to get the luck roll there, like, you know, second luck roll of the game. Didn't happen. Very sad about it. Sacrificing my battlecopter to take out a tank. Not like the best idea? Not the best idea. So it's a pretty bad idea. It's a pretty bad idea. But I mean, it makes it so they don't have a tank, right? So I mean, at this point, I'm thinking like, okay, so I pulled ahead in units, you know, maybe I can go in the back. I can take out a tank, you know, it'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's not going to be a problem. Not a problem at all. And Radiata decides to bring these units back, shift them over here. So they still are thirsty for the HQ. Want the HQ. They're desperate for that HQ. So I do damage to this guy. Haha! Gotta do it. Gotta do it, folks. You know, if you see a hit, just, you know, just do it. Alright, so I shift my line over. So now, because they shifted, I'm like, okay, well, I gotta, like, form my line. And, you know, we got almost like the flying V going here pretty soon, right? Like, look at this. This is like the flying V. You know, Mighty Ducks movie. We got the flying V. We got Goldberg in the net. You know, let's bring it home, folks. Let's bring it home. Minnesota. Ah, we lose it. Yeah, but that was like a calculated risk, right? I mean, it was gonna go. We don't want Max to have too many battlecopters roaming around, so, you know, if we lose one guy, that's okay. I guess it's fine. It's not a problem, but, you know, like you see, they're just pushing everything to this HQ, and I still don't really have like a whole lot to defend it, but like I got enough. But just that value though, man, it's like 106,000, 27 units. Like they're really pushing in there, folks. Really pushing in. But I do launch my counterattack. Managed to like level the line, right? So now there's nothing across my mountains, which is very nice. So that's a good position that allows you to be able to form your wall where you want it, when you want it, how you want it, and, you know, let them come, like, you know, Spartan style. Alright, so this is where my patience is going to pay off. So I move a little tiny bit. Just move a smidge. Just a smidge. Being patient. We're moving up to threat that HQ. Just a smidge. Tiny little smidge. But you can see. Boom! So, just a smidge. Pushing up. Thinking about things, you know? I'm just pondering my options right now. But I do form a nice little line. Build my mech. You know, you got to get one mech a turn. I mean, one mech a game. Like, you got to just get it out there. It's got to happen. So they pop max force. You know, dangerous stuff. They are going in, taking injured units to attack. Savagery. Ooh. Terrifying. Here we go. Oh, no. See, that's unfortunate, because if they actually managed to figure out a way how to destroy this unit without using that guy, like, it might have been possible. It's this guy. Okay, so power. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Could have attacked that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Could have attacked that. Battlecopter. Might have been blocked off. These guys could have probably rushed in. It could have been possible, but not sure. But anyway, so they go in. They do a lot of damage, right? It's, no, I'm a mech. You gotta build one mech every game, folks. You know, it's for players, a mech is like the APC of AI. Everybody wants to destroy a mech. You can't let that mech just roam around. It's like an insult. It's like, how dare you build a mech against me? What are you doing? But this is interesting. So they pull away from the HQ, which is kind of questionable, if I'm going to be completely honest, because I have a lot of units right here. So I popped the Winterfield, and I'm really thinking to myself, it's like, why would you pull away from the HQ when I have so much threat right here? And, you know, I really just, I can't really think of why they would want to do that, right? But like I said, that's where the patience pays off, right? Because I go in for the HQ camp, and they got a whole whack load of stuff over here, right? This is like not looking very good. Not looking very good, folks. Now, we're going to do as much damage as we possibly can here, though. So we do get lots of nice little hits. Take out a few units here. Take shots, yada yada, blah blah blah. Perfect. Regain the base, which is very nice. You gotta regain the base first. Now, what we really need right now is a classy medium tank, right? We gotta get the medium tanks out there. But I don't think I actually do build a medium tank in this one, and I'm very disappointed about that. Really could have used a medium tank, that's for sure. Psych, folks. Classy medium tanks. That's how you win the game. I mean, the second you put a medium tank on the field, that's when you win. Just plain and simple. There's no question about that. No question about it. You get a medium tank on the field and you'll win the game, folks. That's all you need. That's all you need indeed. But, I mean, as you can see here, my opponent went very full Sin City, folks. I mean, like, hyper aggression, hyper against the HQ. Really, really wanted it. Front switched a lot of units over there to try to get that HQ. But because he was fighting Olaf, you know, I got the global damage and I managed to just hold it off just long enough for my patient plan to work. Now, I was thinking about this plan pretty much since mid-game. Since I had like a small little area of units right here, I was like, okay, I'm getting destroyed, right? So the only thing that I can do to really end this game is to just sneakily get up there, pop the Winter Fury, and get the HQ. Now, I had to make sure that I had all my avenues blocked off, right? Because he's not going to be able to destroy all these units here to get that. Maybe if he had an anti-air, might have been possible right here. But I got the 10% defense buff and global damage, right? So fortunately that plan managed to work. So woohoo, fun stuff, folks, fun stuff. Anyways, so hopefully you enjoyed the game, but like I said, patience is the key. Don't panic if your opponent is just starting to roll you, okay? You gotta think logically. You have to think strategically, because usually there's always a way to win. Now, if Radiata did not go like all out, push in there and do whatever, might have went a different way. Because having a 5k difference over time, you can build up a lot of heavy units, folks. A lot of heavy units. So, like I said, most important thing to take from this is be patient. Go in with a plan and do what needs to be done. Perfect. So if you liked the content, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Take care for now. Bye-bye.